We unfortunately do have to go talk to the assault victim, who we previously said we want to have fuck with, so that's no good. That's gonna be awkward. My dice should be ready around, like, 17 o'clock. We gotta go talk to Evrart. There's a dead body in the Martinis. Return with Kim and decide what to do. I did that! Yeah, look, dead body on the boardwalk is in the done category there. Return to the dead body with Kim. That's weird. I don't quite understand why this one's still here. Find the murder weapon. Find the working class husband. He's a dead body. I did this too. Yeah, the body shouldn't even be there anymore because we already, you know, talked to the lady about it. Find him and bring him home. So, like, this should be done too. Quest a little glitchy? Alright. Run the number on the victim's armor. Oh yeah, she might be ready with that. Do-do-do-do-do. Is Mighty Odin here? Odin! Gotta make sure Odin's here for karaoke. First time talking to Evrart, we ended up in a corrupt, smug fucker face-off. It was great.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers.
I'm just making sure you're here because karaoke's about to happen.
Pull out toolbox.
This is precinct 57. Still no word, I'm afraid. 57.
In the cabin.
Bye. Sure takes a while to run those numbers.
Hi again, gendarme.
Alright, composure. I need to talk with your Sunday friend again. It's about... I need to talk to your Sunday friend again. It's about committee business.
Oh, a committee. How interesting. And if I may ask, gendarme, what is this committee about?
He takes a measured drag of his cigarette.
He's all bemused skepticism. He doesn't actually care what you want with his friend.
I'm not really sure, to be honest. I'm just trying to reach a higher authority.
Sounds like a bore, frankly. All the fun stuff's down here. In any case, I would love to help. But the thing is, I don't know where he is. We don't talk about everything, you see.
He gently taps the end of his cigarette with his forefinger.
He might have mentioned something about making a tour of some historical sites up the coast. In an unofficial capacity, of course.
I guess I'll just have to look for him along the coast.
I guess you will. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Get ready to be sad, because here it comes. Kim, buckle
The
up.
stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet. You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Hold on. Gotta put on all my drama clothing. Doesn't get more evening than this. More drama. Immediately walk away from the mic. More drama. 1:49 is not the evening. I suppose that's true, but we've been here in the evening. There's no more people in the evening. I feel like this is our biggest amount. If we wait too long, all of the bruisers over there will leave. Alright, we're at +4 drama. This is the most. Like, who wouldn't be here that's, who would be here later that's not here now? That guy's here. Like, these people leave later. They're here. This is the biggest crowd I think we could expect. Gary, Lena, they're gone forever. They're done. Also gone. Gary, Lena, and Morel are gone. We wrapped up their quest line and they have gone home. So I'm pretty sure this is our crowd here.
The stage is all set up for you. You feel a little...
So, are you ready for your thing now?
Look, Kim, I'm about to sing.
Turn on the karaoke carousel.
Look, Kim, I'm about to sing karaoke.
I can see that.
He steps away from the stage, ready for your performance. Let's test that microphone.
Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur. How are you supposed to hold the mic? Should you just sing into it? Where should you stand? Hands. Where do you put your hands?
We got a 92% chance. Too close to the mic. The hand conundrum. I've harmed myself. Let's just get into it.
The air is thick with anticipation. The tape clicks into the carousel, and then the music starts.
Where this like robot hands.
I would often go there to the tiny church there,
This man's voice is 9,000 cigarettes.
the smallest church in San San. Though it once was larger.
Hey, you turn around and face the stage.
realm may rest there,
Both of you.
down through the mist there. Toward the Seven Sisters. Toward those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there.
Failure's option. I
in the
imagine failure's funny.
tiny yard there. I have been so glad here. Looking forward to the past here. But now
God, his voice is gravel.
you are all alone. None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
Really got the crowd pumping.
Not bad.
A rather lonely applause echoes throughout most of the empty cafeteria. Not bad, he tells you with an approving nod.
Yes, not bad at all.
Thank you, ancient reptilian brain. Thank you. I don't need big crowds, I just need my friends.
Okay, yes. I'm going to unplug the microphone, so you can get off the stage now.
Guard, what'd you think of my singing, Guard?
Ah, smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right?
The cafeteria manager is waiting for you to acknowledge that he recognized the song. Yes, the church is actually my past in the version I sang. It's metaphor.
Cool. Now, what can I do for you?
Goodbye, Guard. That's all I wanted. Blackout drunk, here I come. Alright. Smoker says Sunday friends on the stroll. We gotta ask him about our singing.
Hi again, Gendarme. Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Yes?
Alright, nothing about the singing. Usually if he has something to say, you see a little symbol there. Well, let's go have the most awkward conversation I'm sure we're going to have.
The door is closed.
Who is it?
A woman's voice answers, muffled by the door.
Tired. Controlled.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. You could snoop around before going up.
We're in. Hotel bill calculations. Looks like she's had an extended stay. She's made around 4 months of payments for this room. Piles of dirty clothes. Room has sad all over. Has sad all over it. Reminds you of your own room. See the yard below. The corpse is no longer there.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
Look at the medications.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops,
A pen.
blood thinners.
Might do some more snooping after we get up there. You know what? You feel someone watching you behind the class door. A woman. Hold on, I just realized something. I have my super duper multi-tool now. And there's a room I haven't gotten into yet.
Good. You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you.
Kim, what are you doing?
For a few days now.
What is it?
It's a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here. An earth-shattering deduction from your psyche. What will those guys come up with next? Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, things only seem to be getting worse.
Let's get right to it. What needs to be done, brain?
You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité.
I've already had this conversation, Empathy.
Whoa, whoa, like a committee. Only you're half together. You be a good luck.
Wonder if my tool can get through this door.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape, and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor, where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. Smells of vomit in here.
I'm sorry for this, Kim.
No problem, officer.
Like he'd like to leave. He takes a step toward the door. Alright, I was hoping multi-tool can get me through there, but alas not. Want me to look in the mirror? Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Alright, we're gonna try and stop the expression.
It's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long. Just like that.
Now we
over.
look sad.
The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
No breaking in the Kim's room. I want to go through the secret door here.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face. The faucet is quite terribly mangled. but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
All right. Fixed up the hotel room a little bit. We did a good thing here. I want these two things in hands. Well, time for the awkward part. The bed has been made hastily. I fixed the sink and made a sad face.
On the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo. Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
This window was recently replaced, Kim.
Looks like it, yes.
He adjusts his glasses.
You know which window has not been recently replaced?
What is this, guilt now?
Maybe it isn't. I mean, 24-hour window is out of business. What were your options?
Looks like it.
You know which window is not. Yes, that one. Cold wind is seeping in right.
Interesting. Day 2 of pilling the cat. Yeah, cats don't like taking pills. Much like dogs. The smell of cigarette smoke is in the air. Astra menthol. Oh, it was her up here. Cold coffee and ashtray, looking at the hedgehog. Looks like a hedgehog, not looking at the hedgehog. Bump up the talking volume. It might be at max right now, but I could raise the overall volume of the game, I imagine. Oh, wait, no. Voices can go up one more tick.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
Oh, no.
You catch a single white flower between your fingers.
Wow, we succeeded.
The rest fly off into the wind. It's a Maybell. The young woman looks at the Maybell in your hand. Just a glance, then takes a drag of her cigarette. The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod.
God damn, I'm cool. This is a wildflower you caught. One of a bouquet of mouchettes that you found on the whirling roof. It's shedding its petals quickly in your pocket.
6 crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown.
What is this, Kim? What is this?
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybells or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
This flower is a spring flower, but it's a bit early for that, isn't it?
Does this flower usually bloom in early spring?
Yes, but not this early. Not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved.
Is it a coincidence, it being on the roof?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
And who pinned them? Which side?
The revolutionaries, so the communards and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the king's men too. It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the civil war.
So pleasant. Very well.
The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand. Water flows under the channel bridge. Dark water. You rub your sides for warmth, but there is none.
Blow on your fingers.
Inland, above the Martinez distributary, the channel that brought wastewater from the silk mills of Jamrock, and then dead bodies during the war. The wrinkled fingers of an old man crush flower petals, then sprinkle them in the stream like white salt.
Boys who like boys who like girls who like girls who like boys. It came from there. What's this? What's this?
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Where does this lead to?
I don't know, Lieutenant Yefreiter.
He makes a note.
It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
Do you think this door is important?
I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case.
Below, the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight. A skeleton of composite support beams and cantilevers.
Yeah, Shivers is a good one.
A dull thump. Somewhere inside, a wind brace rattles from the imperceptible motion of the building.
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
See, the main investigation and the door below. They're merging into a stereo investigation.
I hate it when that happens.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other.
Her hair is still slick from the shower. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Is there a cleaning lady? I think I need one.
Oh yes, legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Disco Infernum.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
Now what don't we say? We definitely don't say we want to have fun.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? This is the world's most lamentable cop.
Do not go along with this.
Those days are behind me. I'm here to ask questions. I'm sorry. I'm the sorry cop.
It's okay. It's absolutely okay to be that. What is this about, officers?
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
She takes a pensive drag of her menthol cigarette.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
What is this wildflower?
She looks at the dried petals in your palm.
Avoid the
then
question.
Lightly touches one with her fingernail. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style?
Sudden change of topic. What's Sambo?
A martial art, sir. Is that it?
Samurai boxing, or Sambo, graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth and cool.
Yes. Why was it there?
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
Or an admirer?
Say nothing.
She watches you pocket the petals, then closes her eyes as she breathes in the cigarette fumes.
What is your name, miss? For the record.
Clausier Amandou.
And where are you from?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
What is orange?
A bad memory, officer.
Bad memory of what?
Of lilacs and lightning. Parks, glass, duraluminium. Vredefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. A night. At least it was for me.
A city of perpetual autumn and night sounds like my kind of place.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there.
And how old are you?
I'm 28.
And what do you do, miss? What's your specialization?
Something stupid.
And what's that?
Oranese lit.
Ah, literature.
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
She raises both eyebrows. And what is orange literature about?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes.
If that's true, then Revacholian lit would fit you like a glove.
Orange lit. What do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
But how do you make money with it then? Money's very important to me. Look at this money. Wait, I have Money's important, look, money. You gotta have this stuff.
Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Oranese lit.
Whoa, being what?
Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Oranje 37.
She smiles.
It's the world's most tired smile. Miss Aranye, now there is something you should linger on.
No, electrochemistry. Would it be inappropriate to linger on that?
All things considered, very. Now linger.
Understood.
Mm-hmm. I would offer you coffee, but it's garbage. Literally tastes like poison.
Wait, take a look at your passport, please.
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
Okay, then.
Okie dokie.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly doesn't show in her expression or her movements.
Well, thank you. That's all we need for the record.
The record. So official.
They tell us you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Were you sexually assaulted, miss?
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
She takes a quick drag, unperturbed.
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
Yeah, I imagine this is going to be an uncomfortable portion. Actually, it's already afternoon.
Is it?
Squinting, she takes a look around. The spring sun is high in the sky. People pass below.
It is afternoon. Time flies, man.
So where are you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
Yeah, morning is the first 4 hours after you wake up. That's true for me, too.
It's all very organic. Her mannerisms, her movements. If she's acting, she's quite gifted. By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
What did happen between you and the victim, then? What to go with? Why was there a bullet in his head?
Bullet? They shot him too?
I'm not picking up on any theatre craft here, sir. The pause is sincere.
They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
You mean after they hanged him?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
This is beginning to get confusing for you too, and we don't like that. Where was she last Sunday night?
Where were you when this all happened?
Cowering. I was cowering downstairs with Sylvie.
What did happen between you and the victim then?
We partied.
What kind of partying? The kind I do?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Harder than this? I didn't know that was physically possible. Are you seeing this face?
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
You were lovers.
I guess you can say that, yes. A bit. Lovers is such an emotional word. But there was something there. We did enough drugs for there to be.
How did you two meet?
Lieutenant's voice is calm and quiet.
Downstairs. At the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn out. What's that about? Apprehension? With longing. She misses him.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
How do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs. They have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now.
And how did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
Could that be why they lynched him? Jealousy, maybe?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea.
What do you mean?
Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
She changes balance from one foot to another, crossing her legs.
Must have been hard for you, seeing him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Jackpot.
The call, reporting the hanging, that was you.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
If it's snitching, then why do it?
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
The voice was disguised. Did you...
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
You nicked it, how?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
So that's why the phone is out of order. She tampered with the whirling landline.
And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no
Oh, thank
idea
you.
what I was doing.
Thank God you're wearing proper attire for this conversation. Clearly a professional here.
Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry. Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Seems like you had some idea. That was very nifty.
Thanks.
She manages to smile.
She looks a bit like a little girl who's just been complimented on her bike repair skills.
Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
We're not entirely convinced about that answer, but okay. Let it slide. Pushing won't help here.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
Titus asked you to spice things up for us?
Pretty much.
She cradles her coffee cup in both hands.
Warming them.
What did they hang him for, if not, you know?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military. Worked for Wild Pines and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know... hair.
Another puff, more nervous.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
Exactly. Having a big old construction crowbar and a bag full of dirty cans makes people feel at ease
She
with the
meant
police.
she sees him in her dreams.
I've also seen him in a dream.
You have? Not like I do, I imagine.
She's run out of cigarettes. Time to light a new one.
She sees them in each other's arms.
Better conclude this part of our talk.
Oh, yes.
The young woman dips her cigarette into the lighter's flame and inhales. And you sure you weren't assaulted?
I'm 89% sure.
Got it. 89% is good enough. So does that mean you're 11% not sure?
You know how it is.
Do you?
Do I?
Maybe you don't.
She flicks some of her ash away and it lands on her jumpsuit. She brushes it off.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery scales. Easy to see now that you're closer.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
Lieutenant, I don't know what to say about this.
I'm sorry, miss, but we need a definite statement.
Let me make this 100% clear then, officers. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be this flippant if I had been?
You get the feeling she might be.
Well, thank you for telling all of this, miss.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
As he says so, you feel the young woman looking at you and get a feeling you can't quite put your finger on. A suspicion?
I had something else before we go. A little thing.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
I notice your room's close to mine. I have a personal question.
Yes. You're just one room away. Very personal.
Good. Yes. This means she could have heard something. Like what you were doing before you blacked out.
Were you in Sunday night? I need to know what I did before I lost my memory.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions. Like...
He waits for you to finish the sentence.
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Dang. Nice room you got here.
Yeah. It's pretty deluxe.
No one likes to talk about their dirty laundry and their empty bottles. Maybe if you phrase it emotionally.
Where's that door lead to?
I have no idea, officer.
That window's new!
It is.
She moves slightly to your left to check her reflection.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. He finds the answer unsatisfying.
Hate to say it, but you've got sand all over this place.
Yeah. I've contaminated it pretty bad.
Is that why you're out here?
The contamination spreads from room to room. First, I escaped upstairs. The sad got that too. Then I found the handle for the summer door.
What exactly is the nature of this contamination?
For me, it's a mix of me with a lack of cleaning services. How about you? Talk around the establishment is, you have an industrial sad spill in there.
She taps the roof with her heel.
Somewhere below, military-grade sand is dripping off the walls. You should say the first thing. It's honest. It will lead to introspection.
Something's bad. In my head, in the past.
That's where it always comes from, isn't it? From the head and from the past.
It's a feeling. White and filled with doom. Gaseous, invisible, deadly. It's everywhere.
Sounds like an advanced form of what I've got. With a bit of old love sprinkled on top.
Probably, yes.
Love is terror.
She breathes in a large billow of menthol-infused smoke, savors it, and then lets it out slowly. What are you doing here in the whirling in rags?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
The bills downstairs concur.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here in Revachol.
I always wanted to see the only city in the world in the worst time of the year. It's a tourist thing.
This is by far not the only reason she's here. And she isn't really hiding it either.
You have quite the collection of prescription drugs down there.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
She says without any discernible irony.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her. No, don't listen to the stiff. Be cool.
It was quite impressive. How did you amass such a hoard?
With money, sir. It's not exactly the anti-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
The anti-star is, or was, a Vespertine rock and roll star who liked to do drugs. He did so many drugs, he eventually mutated into a corpse.
Quite the transmutation. I have other questions for you.
Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
I could put on some Volition clothes first.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
Oop.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop. Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bayi. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time
No,
to
fuck
recede
you.
into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights.
Action!
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Volition, right? That's what I need? More Volition clothing? Volition! I don't remember the last time I had a Volition check I had to pass. What was it sound? What's happened? Gotta change all my clothes in front of you real fast. Hold on. Don't mind me.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
She looks back.
Oh my god.
Time moves slowly. The triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit. Miss Oranje Disco Dancer, you want to put your hand on her back and feel it arch.
Avert your eyes!
The strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
Volition. Time for a point in volition. Hold yourself together. Keep your morale up. Boy, howdy, we could use some of those. Oh, don't worry. I've been really enjoying this playthrough being defined by failures, and like that's where I put my points. So I'm not really doing too much save scumming. Very infrequently.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
That's right, 83% now. No failing here.
Soft, light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful. I have bad news for you.
What?
You know these guys? Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you, you groveling sycophant. You too. Me? Get out of here. I'm solid. These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info, you can't trust them anymore.
Oh my god!
Believe it.
Which ones exactly are affected?
There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume. All of them. Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised. Especially that guy. That guy's the most compromised one in here. No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick. Tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory. Truth. Softness. Protect her. She wants you.
Can't trust electrochemistry anymore.
I take it back. He's got it pretty bad. But this next guy's on another level entirely. She likes you. The crown head is a boring condom. He's jealous. This is human nature.
How did this happen?
How it always does. Through subtlety.
What can I do?
There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do.
Can you turn them normal again?
No.
What use is this then?
It's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it not?
Does this mean she's been lying to me?
Yes. Mr. Thespian here has been singing paeans to how truthful she is. She is a lady, most fair and just. In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than outright lies. That is correct. And omissions too.
Can I trust that guy?
A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they add flair or something. I wouldn't know. I don't add flair. But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted. Not with her.
Can I trust any of them ever again?
Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them. Just not with Miss Oranje Disco Dancer here. A light green speck and imperfection on the outer rim of her right iris. It sparkles.
What is her plan?
You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one who usually does says, she may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping, unrelated to this case. You doubt it's something truly insidious. See? It's oddly moderate. Probably compromised.
Can't trust any of these people. I've been talking to myself long enough. Let's get back to it.
Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
Just close your eyes and let the moment pass. No. No. Yes, no. No. Maybe? Solum, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Shake the Box family. Oh god, allergies are killing me. Yes! Miss, are you manipulating me?
The silence broken. She exhales a little cloud of smoke and says,
God, no.
Good, alright. Let's return to this later, miss. Alright, I gotta take an allergy pill because I'm dying. BRB a sec. 1,000 pills in here. For like $7. Best anti-allergy pill thing I've ever found. Oh my god, Odin finally did it. Well, that was disastrous. Oh god. You should have waited. All right, Lieutenant.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
You think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Why did she tell us all of that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known. I have reason to doubt my ability to see through her lies.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
Something's off here.
You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
Down! Go down! But also, let's take a closer look at those chemicals.
This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs, plus an old toothbrush, and among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotvaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Oh, I have the know-how, thank you very much.
A bright orange bottle with Peptide stamped on it, in sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
What's so exciting about this orange bottle?
It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
Trucker speed? Lieutenant, I also see a brand called Peptide.
Peptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
I don't know if I have that one yet.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
No. This is her drug stash. I'm not gonna steal her drugs. I have my own drugs, damn it. My own
This
drugs.
medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs. It's been used quite a lot, but not for scrubbing blood off towels or anything else interesting, it seems.
Search the
Pill
bottles.
bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra.
Necra. Yes, but I have a check I can't pass with him yet. That's probably the one I need. There's an honor among junkies, a code! Exactly.
Nacra. This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around.
Nacra, opioid antagonist.
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
He nods, then looks at the door. Quite the collection here.
Anything of note?
All the stuff I talked about. Do. Whoop. Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. What's our thing with him? What check do I need to pass again?
Hi again, gendarme.
Composure.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
That's the problem. We cannot try again just yet. It might be sometime. We might eventually get another rank in Motorix. It's happened before. It could happen again. Allergies are the worst. Only check mark worth having.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Well then, goodbye.
It's you again. What is it?
Glassy says she wasn't assaulted.
Fuck. I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
Well, geez, dude.
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than that. The loyal Titus feels betrayed.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
No, I'm pretty sure he said both those things.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
Man, fuck you, Shanky.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
Cut the bullshit. She told me the truth.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her. And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking
hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy.
Her voice rings through the room like a warning shot.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody.
Everard personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks.
Bear me, Titus.
Frankly, it's a bit terrifying.
Thank you.
Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape.
Oh, do you?
Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
Why should I care about this tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
Where did you get this tape?
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
Here, jerkwad.
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Which one of you's doing this advanced radio work?
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
The chief picks up his beer to offer a silent toast.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
We're gonna listen to this.
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
He repeats in a hushed voice.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
That's enough for now.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Fine, I'll listen to it.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
Aikaro Zangetsu, thank you very much for that follow. Welcome to Shake the Box family. Very happy to have you here. What's good this game? This is my first time playing this, and it's been blowing me away. If you had passed middle school, you would know this. What's the giveaway? Whatever's in the title, I can't remember. I'm gonna take off now. Once you hit like 6 hours of streaming, you can't remember what you wrote there at the beginning of the day. Alright, goodbye, Titus. I'm gonna go listen to your tape, but I'm sure it'll be horrific. Oh my god. Allergies are killing me. We have to internalize being a superstar cop. Minus 2 logic. Oh. Let's make this absolutely clear. No one is saying you're an actual superstar. And the groupies and cocaine riddled with hepatitis C strikes a Lincoln-esque pose with a mic kind of way. A lioness pose. You're not a Guillaume Le Million or Davy Dewis, no. You're a metaphorical superstar. You bring that rock and roll authenticity and passion to a line of work where people don't expect or want to see it. Where some would say it doesn't belong. Law enforcement. Well, I could open up another slot. My god, my throat's so itchy. What's Wompty Dumpty Dom Center? It's a thought we had after hearing about a place called the Wompty Dumpty Dom Center. It's Wednesday evening, and something heinously exciting is underway. People have gathered beneath the billowing roof of an oddly shaped trophy building, sipping wine, exchanging opinions. 29-year-old Wonder Twins Guy and Keith Juiced are the stars of the show, with their bomber jackets and white sneakers. Head curators of the exhibit. It's the Wompty Dumpty Dommiest event of the year, and all the cool kids have RSVP'd. Where are you if not there? Are you saying Wompty Dumpty Dom Center's a handy one, or a superstar? I haven't decided what my next internalized thought's gonna be yet. Come along, Kim. I might be able to play this tape.
Good. You're up. Listen.
God damn it, empathy!
An earth-shattering deduct. Every day, things seem to...
I'm discarding this fucking thought.
Good.
No!
It's an earth every day.
Every time I walk by any bedroom I have access to, the responsibility one pops up.
Good. You're... It's a...
Stop it!
Earth every day. You've got to find out who... Whoa. Like only you're half together. Good luck.
It's still here. God, I hate it. My boombox is for reals. This is a cassette tape. Maybe we can just interact with the tape. What envelope? Same difference. Door Gunner Megamix? Okay, this is the one. Never mind. We can just listen to this in our boombox. We don't even need this thing. That's good. If I want a hint, is it a hint about making the stupid purple circle go away forever? I feel like this is just a glitch because I already accepted the thought. And I have the quest ongoing, so it's like, why? Why does it keep on haunting me? Did you side quest yet? Which side quest? I'm like midway through that one. Yeah, you can see responsibility. We're down to finding the guy on the coast. Yeah, I have the boombox, so I'm good. Sorry, I'm like partially distracted from this perpetual state of coughing. Well, I'm sure this is going to be horrific, so buckle up.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is rooted behind the magnetic reader.
We already had one of these guys talk about their wartime experience, and that was pretty dark and terrible stuff.
You push command set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
Yeah, like, if it's anything like the other soldier we talked to, then content warning, sexual assault, and war crimes are probably safe to assume.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
A screech, some kind of machinery.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
He's right.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
Okay, good. It was short. A click, then silence. The rest of the tape is empty.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arete on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
What was that at the very end? Silence?
End of recording.
What do you think, Kim?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
I agree, he also sounded inebriated.
Still.
The lieutenant looks at the tape. You're familiar with this look now. It's his look of suspicion.
There's more going on here than we know.
Who's this Cordy?
Cordy could be short for Cortenar, one of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. Probably the mountain at the harbor gates. Mr. Right to Work.
What's Kohoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. MacLeod committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
Okay then, what now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
I don't think it actually does. God damn it, little circle! Stop haunting me. I've already taken your quest. Click the circle? I've clicked the circle 1,000 times. That's how I got my quest that I'm on. It's anytime I'm near a house, like, it happens out in the other sleeping location too. But like, I've gone through it, you can see it's all faded out.
There's something that's been bothering you for a few days now. It's an Earth every day. Things seem to spin more
yeah,
and
like,
more wildly, out of control.
You could see take on love responsibility. I'm up to the 3rd point in it. It just won't leave me alone.
You've got to find out. Harry,
I've chosen every dialogue option.
Isn't concerned with trivial. Whoa, like a committee. Only you're half together.
Except, just leave me alone. Evil broken quest line. Anytime I see a place I could sleep, my brain's like, you know, this reminds me of the responsibility we have. It's like, no, no.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain?
Dinah's already gave us a recording where the deceased states his intention to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
On the tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Those are the exact words he used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
She picks the cup back up.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Yes to both.
He liked the way it sounded when he said it. As to Kohoi?
The young woman lights a new cigarette with the butt of her old one.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Do you think he was trying to scare people?
No. I'm pretty sure he did all those things. And then had to internalize them to keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Coping mechanism?
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Seminese conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
And you spent time with this person, romantically.
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being. What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it.
Anytime I think I have a handle what's going on, they throw me a
Thank you
curveball.
for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Now that you've had some time, can you tell us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
That's the game.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start.
He writes it down in his notebook.
We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations, recorded neatly in blue ink.
Neatly? I was the one that wrote it.
The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Where is Lelystad? The place I mean.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
You were both from Orange.
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Sex, alcohol, speed, probably also sildenafil. No love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
A military man, but not patriotic.
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
You don't strike me as much of a patriot yourself.
Mm-hmm. There is nothing on Muindi. The old, old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Oranje did bring us together. In loathing. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
Next time I have a hallucination where I speak to the embodiment of Revachol, I'll ask. How old was he, miss?
He was 42.
42?
Oh my god, nailed it.
I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no.
The memory makes her smile.
We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
That's right. Lieutenant taps in his notebook once, as though assigning some kind of point.
Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
Better not to mention.
The young woman looks at you, then the lieutenant, then you. She's clearly sensing something. A spike in testosterone levels, perhaps.
His eye color.
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
Thanks, Pain Threshold.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
You liked it?
Quite a lot, yes.
It was a map of his service history, yes?
Sure. Service history. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
For showing off to chicks? How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Orani's lit?
Don't interrupt.
He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star. Port after port. Third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
You were the woman in this situation.
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what those mean? What these mean? Oh, don't hand her the photo. No. Number 2, where are you? Get me out of this.
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Much better.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money.
Right? It's like, it's clear you love this man. Hey, look at this picture of him dead. Can you tell me more about it?
He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Not a very fun story. Well, thank you for clearing that up.
Change of topic, perhaps?
We ordered a toxicology report. Any idea what we'll find?
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil.
Hear that? Sildenafil. Just like you suspected. You have a great nose for this stuff.
Thanks!
Yeah, you got the magic touch.
How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money, make some myself.
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now.
Could it be that love did him in?
It very well could be, yes.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in? What does that mean?
He told me love did him in.
That's not funny, officer.
Her voice is like a slash through the air. Her shoulders tense up. There. She momentarily lost control over straight back guy. It appears that she feels guilty.
Do you feel guilty?
Of course I do. I'm hungover. I feel guilty about everything.
Do you feel guilty about what happened to him?
Among many other things, yes. I could have done something. There's always something he can do, right? Ask me something else.
What is this? An interrogation? You didn't tell her this was going to be an interrogation.
I mean, she used the word interrogation. Something miraculous is coming, he told me. I feel like this is a good line of questioning for her. I think we're finished with this line of questioning.
All right.
Lieutenant puts the slip back in his notes and observes the young woman for a moment.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Oh, you want to see it? Sure.
Yes, ma'am. I hope you don't mind.
Something miraculous is coming, he told me.
The lieutenant blinks. His expression does not change. All right, let's see where this is going.
From way out in the northwest, he told me.
Cool.
Well, there you go.
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Let's return to this later, miss.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
It's what she said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old.
Where's this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
Kim, how old do you think I am?
Huh?
How old do I look?
How old? 58.
Oh my god, that's really old, really?
You was.
You're probably right. That's about what I look.
Actually, make that 54. Alcoholism has severely impacted your appearance, and I was wrong about the age of the deceased.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Bring it on. I'm not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
We got an eternal thought about how old we are. Go along, Kim. Time to blow this case wide open.
It's you again. What is it?
So I talked to Class J about it.
And?
He tenses immediately. Chest tightens. Jaw sets. Ready for another blow.
And nothing. She stands by what she said.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
It was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything. It didn't change her mind.
Dark. Dark is when you start a goddamn death rock band. He said he'd rape her.
He shakes his head in disbelief.
Sounds like he wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man. This is definitely personal.
What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
It did not come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore.
Seems like they wanted to give Claudia a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
All right. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
I feel like maybe she should stay in another hotel. Like, maybe we should put her in protective custody.
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
Her voice is a bit softer than earlier.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Titus rubs his chin with his palm, as if trying to grind it smooth.
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
I think this is personal for you. I think you had feelings for her.
Yeah, they're all queers. Can't bump, hard fist, or anything.
It's all right, Glenn. I just thought I thought anyone would come around if they heard that shit. Apparently I was wrong.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
He smiles sympathetically.
You wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now that you know, you might want to lay off this topic, or else you might antagonize him.
I just got too worked up. Big man lost his shit. It's cool now.
Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck on!"
He throws his beer can down.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over.
Yeah.
There's silence in the room. Elaine starts saying something, then thinks best not to.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
Why so serious, Titus? Have a laugh.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
Oh, 97%. Convince Titus he's being manipulated. +1, mentions to real play. Strange reaction to bullet. Everett asks to cooperate. Come on my skill set. Got a lot of pluses here.
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter. But you know someone who might.
One of his boys will.
Fat Angus, the powerful guy. Mr. All Muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker. Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez. Their district. Their responsibility. Outside, in the midday sun, ruins. The pavements are cracked and the benches peeling. Newspapers blow in the wind.
Well, that's it then. Case closed. Come on, we're going home, kid.
Huh?
He raises his eyebrow.
He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. And Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Because you work for the wrong people? Because you're some chick? Because you're a foreigner? Because you work for the wrong people. I think that might be the one I want to go with. But this one could also be a good one. Because they like killing.
Yeah, we liked it. It was fun, wasn't it, guys? We had a great time.
It wasn't for your fucking entertainment, Dennis.
He gets a hold of himself.
They kill you because they think it's funny.
They just hang you, shoot you, whatever. They can't even remember.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't shoot him.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
The old man reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
Or what, you gonna kill me like you killed him? For no fucking reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Takes a breath, wheezing.
Shut up, Angus!
He was dead before you hung him.
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
Does he? His closed fist is shaking. It's you who's in control. Let them have their moment.
Room falls quiet. So quiet you can hear Angus wheeze.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, Your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
She walks off, not without looking back.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
So who killed the Merc then? Any leads?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
She's got one of those checkered pasts. The shot could have missed. Could have been meant for her.
Now arrest them. They'll never see it coming.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
And you had ideas about his past, too.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell.
He pauses to think.
Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
You're the motherfuckers that decided it would be really fun to infringe and interfere with an investigation for no fucking reason.
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away and became himself again.
Sorry I made you guys fight.
Me too.
So you didn't kill him. He was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. The bullet in his head.
Another nod.
Why?
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural? There's another girl? 2 of them? Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Probably the other lady that we fucked up with on the radio, because apparently I'm just fucking up with all the people.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
So what happened Sunday night for real?
Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How'd you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Gurning, rare word.
Good analogy, boss.
The rat-faced man snickers.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. You keep taking it easy too, Angus.
He turns back to you. What happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Who's Tibbs? The 8th Hardy?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
If Classier didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I didn't notice anything. What kind of shit are we talking about?
The can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
Yeah, can we leave shaking on the bench forever? These people, who are they?
They're powerful. Connected to the Moorland turn. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
Whose idea was it to hang him anyway? Hers?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the 2 girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Earlier you said the girls asked for your help. Who's this other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
Oh, it's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker, the missing 8th Hardy.
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
A little too far there. but you're definitely right.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
Understood. Can you tell me anything about her? Name, current location?
Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klausya you want to talk to.
Thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go...
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm column.
She, Klausya, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection, but...
Still, after all this headache...
But you would still prefer if we didn't take her away.
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
You know what, Titus? I've come around on you. I like you, I think. Maybe. I'm not sure yet, but I think I might like you, Titus.
We'll take that into account.
A shepherd to the lost. Lieutenant slides his notebook into his coat pocket. He turns to leave. This is a very complicated world we find ourselves in. I'm continuously switching what I think about all the people. Except for one person, and that's the dude standing outside screaming about right to work. That man is just a piece of shit. I don't like him.
It's always good to see you.
She cracks a weary smile, leaning back against the railing.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
The Hardy Boys told us what really happened.
I understand.
She puts her coffee mug on the table.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
You don't look surprised. You were expecting this.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. No, it's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of your... Shush, I can't hear what she's saying.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
Go, I'm satisfied with that explanation.
I am not. There is more here, miss.
You're right. There's more.
More?
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
She reaches for a new cigarette.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again, where the cold oceanic expanse lies, and behind it, another world.
RCM isn't the lapdog of the moral intern. You don't have to worry.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
She lights a cigarette. What's going on? What did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard. Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
What happened here the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could...
Her chest rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together and says it.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me.
You don't have to continue if you don't want to.
No, I want to. Let's get this done.
It's okay. Tell us as much as you're comfortable with.
He waits for her to continue.
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs.
There's a long pause. She just stands there, her arms at her sides. That is very traumatic, yes.
I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
I'm sorry this happened to you.
So am I.
She looks down. Her cigarette has singed her fingers.
She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Titus said you looked pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head. Get into his mindset.
Electrochemistry, not now.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
What did you do then?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
When it happened, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
Why did you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
The answer comes fast.
Which is an indicator of truth. Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
So you would have us believe, but you're not.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible. Oh God, that was a lie too. Who made the call then? She did, of course. Don't be paranoid, man. It's unbecoming of a police officer. And it makes you sweat.
What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time.
Ruby!
I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Before we continue, who is Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
She says it as if it's self-evident. I thought Hardy was leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken
Now,
care of.
this is the break we were
She's
looking
the
for.
organizer.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her. So do the others.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not?
Does she also party with Ruby, however?
Did you party with Ruby too?
No.
She smiles nervously. The beads of her teeth shine.
Still, there is something there. She won't tell you now.
Okay, let's go on. What then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
She looks at the ground, then raises her light brown eyes to meet yours. Then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
This Ruby. Where is this Ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later. What are you doing? Coming up with a theory. She said Ruby knew something was wrong before she said anything. How come? It was loud downstairs. She couldn't have heard the shot. It is ominous. You already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone other than Clausia.
When was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
She takes a tray.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
In her bedroom inside?
Yes. You see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
What did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol, or even in Orania.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again, with a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
He taps his notebook.
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too, along with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Lowe's cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Serves him right. When I'm king, the savings bank will be the first against the wall.
This was not a joke. Real people lost their jobs. Not just in the C-suite either. Good people. What I did to get to accounting.
She shakes her head at the thought.
A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
Could the people after you have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone.
She looks at her cigarette.
So they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
Either way, something to consider.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
I think we're done here, for now.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands.
Lieutenant glances at you, then at the door.
He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her.
In God's name, wake up!
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately, before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first. Yes, start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. No rush. See?
Your real name isn't Class J Armando.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Her voice cracks suddenly, like there's a garrote around her neck. Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
Good, you can tell me the truth.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
Was the passport bullshit too? The passport you kept hidden?
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds.
Hey!
It just doesn't say Clausia Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smith.
One of our internal voices like, that buoy looks suspicious.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Mea Smith, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her.
Where's this buoy?
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now. It's useless.
West of the boardwalk in the reeds. We have to check this buoy out.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past the Bergen sewage pipe, right near the waterline.
Tell me your real name.
It's Katarzyna Lazie.
Smile on her face is timid, almost painfully so.
It's a Grad name. Jimsk or Yugo-Grad in origin. Not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and rock music-infused alcoholism.
Finally we meet.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours. They seem moist from the wind on the roof.
Enough.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
Okay, why have we not arrested her yet?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
This bastion of willpower here, his watchmen have been sleeping too. You can be absolutely certain now. but he's coming around. A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
You know, I think you didn't make that call to the station.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergencies desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
No, I believe this one, Drama.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
She stands before you, holding her back very straight.
Let's change the subject for the time being.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger.
Let's return to this later.
As you look back, you think, so love did do him in, after all.
I was right.
If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his soft palate.
I don't want to make her sad. Finish the thought. Alright, I've coughed myself into headache territory, so I'm going to start wrapping things up. Save game.